Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new and you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you. I would love it if you would stick around by clicking the red subscribe button and then tapping the bell and all to be notified every single time I upload. So for today, I have these couple decor pieces. They are Dollar Tree Farmhouse DIYs. I actually had these up as decor in my house, so I figured I would show you guys. So with all that being said, let's jump right into today's DIYs.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want.
To start off, I have these two little mini Dollar Tree houses that I've had laying around for a while, but definitely check your Dollar Tree. I hadn't seen any in a really long time, and then all of a sudden, they just had like a whole stack of them. So when I saw them, I picked up a whole bunch. But anyway, you want to just take like a pocket knife or an X-Acto knife, and you just take it at the back where the back piece meets the frame, and you just run your knife all the way around, and then the paper is really stuck to the frame, so you might have to take your knife like I'm doing here and just run it, from the inside out. Next, I am taking my favorite stain, Jacobine. Surprise, surprise. I love this stuff, you guys. It's so pretty, and it goes with all my decor. That's why I use it all the time, but anyway, I start from the inside because I didn't want to be handling the outside and get prints all over it. So I just take a foam brush and I go in the inside and put a nice coat. And I do either one or two sections at a time, and then take a paper towel and wipe off the excess. I then repeat those same steps for the outside, making sure that the outside is really done right, because you're definitely going to see that part. But I don't know, these had like glue on them or something. I don't know if you can see it on the top, but you can definitely see the glue through the stain. But to me, no big deal. I have these setting up in my bathroom and you can't really tell, so to me it's not a big deal. If it's a big deal to you, just take a little a little sander, which I did find it on Amazon. I linked it down below, and it will say micro zip sander or something like that. It's the first one underneath my Amazon favorites. And then I just took the brush and dabbed along the edges so that the edges matched. Next, I take my pieces, I flip them around. Now, they did start to tear on the other side, which I was going to use this back side anyway, just because when you flip them around, or when you paint over that part with the pattern, you can see the pattern. So I always use the back. So I set them aside to dry, and then I take my arrows and I just start by using my staple pull. I'll try to link that below as well. And I just pull the staples out and the hangers. I take out my blow dryer to get these stickers off. If you're ever having a rough time, a lot of times Dollar Tree stickers are really hard to get off. Just take a blow dryer on high heat, and then they usually peel right off. So after I have those stickers peeled off, I take my little tiny screw set and I take these mini screws out. I do save these. We're not going to end up using them. Honestly, you can hang these with command strips. The ones that I do have in my house, that's what I have them hanging up with, is command strips, because these are really light. But if you want to put the sawtooth hangers back in, that's up to you. Once I have the sawtooth hangers out, I take my finger sander. This is the one I was talking about. It's really called a zip sander, I believe. But I love this thing. I use it on so many different projects. But I just go ahead and take that and sand the holes down, as well as where the stickers were, just so that way you have a really nice application of paint when you go to paint it. I then take my handy dandy favorite vacuum and I vacuum that off. This is also linked down below. Next, I take my Elephant Waverly chalk paint. Sorry, I wanted to adjust you guys a little bit better. But I take my Elephant chalk paint. This paintbrush I got at Walmart in a pack of a bunch. You'll see them where the acrylic paints are. They come in packs and they have grippies on them and they're light blue. But I just start by painting the outside. I do that on both just so that way once you lay them down and paint the middle, you don't have to get paint all over your hands to have to hold it up and get the edges. So after I do the edges, I lay both of them down and give them both 2 nice coats. In between coats, I just used my blow dryer to dry them. So here I'm just showing you how much you can use a piece of graphite paper. I have used that graphite paper, that same one I just showed you, for probably 3 months now. I don't know exactly, but I know it's been a really long time. So definitely invest in some graphite paper. Again, those are linked down below. I just like to share all the stuff I use because I always get questions. So everything that you guys have asked me about, I have linked down below. Anyway, I take my graphite paper, I trace my Farmhouse and Pasture on. The font and font sizes I put down below, and then I take my white paint pen and go over both of them. After I have those all filled in, I had these stencils. Now, you can really easily go online and do the same thing, print out what you like, and then just trace it right on. But I had these stencils, so I just went ahead and used them. This is from Chalk Couture, and I've always just bought stencils from them and then used chalk paint, but I'm sure a distributor would tell you differently. But I've always used chalk paint. It's always worked really well for me. I will tell you that their stencils are really, really pricey, but I really liked the ones they had, so I went ahead and splurged on a few. Plus, I did it to help out one of my friends from Instagram. It was her site, so I wanted to support that. So I just start by painting on the first layer, or stenciling on, I should say, and then I let that dry, and then I stenciled on the second part of the top of the windmill. Obviously, I couldn't fit the whole windmill on here. Now, this stencil I actually got from Michael's in a pack, and this one's really on its last leg. I threw all the other ones away because I used them so much, but I did have this one, so I went ahead and painted the chicken on there. Again, I didn't paint it, I stenciled it. After I stenciled both of my pictures on there, I went ahead and took a brush. I need to get some of my natural bristle brushes. I gotta put it on my list. And I went ahead, dabbed some paint on the end of my brush. I dabbed the excess off, and then I just dry brushed all the way around the edges on both of these. And that quick, you guys. This probably took me 30 minutes altogether to do both of these, and look how great they came out. I am so happy with the way they came out. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. For our next two projects, I go back to my painted backs, and I just take a ruler and a pencil, and I start where I don't know what you want to call that, but you can see where I started my line. From that line, I went down 1.25 inches. I marked it, and then I went ahead, took my ruler, and made straight lines across where I marked each 1.25 inches on both of them. So after I had both of them laid out, I went ahead with my Sharpie. I was going to try to freehand this, but as you guys probably know if you've been around, I don't have the steadiest hand, so I did just go back with my ruler. When you're using a Sharpie, you have to kind of give the tip a little bit of room, and then I just went over those lines just to make it look like faux shiplap, and I'm really happy. Like, I really like the way this looks. So I then took that same brush I did the white. It was dry by the time I did this, but I just very, very, very lightly dry brushed some ink Waverly chalk paint this is your preference. You can go as light, as heavy, or not at all. Whatever you really like, it's up to you. So after I dry brushed them on, I also printed these off. I do have these linked down in the description box below. And this one I traced on. I wanted to show you guys that you can trace them on, and then for the other one I'm just going to glue it on. I wanted to show you that if you don't like tracing stuff, you can always just glue your photos on, and it looks really good too. So after I traced that, I went ahead and I traced that over again with my black paint pen. I don't know where that clip went, but after I had that done, I have this disappearing purple glue stick, and I just glue the back of this photo. The reason I'm not using Mod Podge is because Mod Podge, I do enjoy using Mod Podge, but it does leave a lot of bubbles when you're trying to have something lay nice and flat. Usually you'll have to go over the front and it can make your ink bleed. So with as detailed as this picture was, I didn't want to mess it up, so I did just use my glue stick, and I love the way it turned out. Next, I just wanted to darken that wreath around the cow, so I did go in with my Sharpie and just darken that up. Next, I take my hot glue around the frame. I make sure to line up the bottom first and then press that down. I do the same exact thing with this next one, and after I have it glued down, I figured that this one was missing a little something. So I did pull out my buffalo check ribbon. I got this from Amazon. This is also linked down below. This is 25 feet of ribbon, you guys. I've been using it for, I don't know, a year now, and there's still a lot left, so it's definitely worth your money. I then just make a simple bow. If you guys need to slow this down, up at the right hand corner of the video there's 3 dots, and you can adjust the speed and slow it down and see how I did this. After I made my little bow, I went ahead and cut ducktails, and after I cut my ducktails, I just went ahead and glued that down to the top. Now, I got a new microphone, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below how it sounds. I really like it. It's really nice quality. So I'm trying to work on making my videos a little bit more better and nicer quality. It's taking me a little bit. I'm a busy pregnant mama with a toddler, and I'm doing my best, and I hope you guys see that I really enjoy doing this, and I really enjoy making these projects and sharing them with you guys, and then chatting with you in the comments down below. So let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite project, which one are you going to be trying, and also how I sound. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it. It really helps my channel to grow, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
And never did I give in, just 'cause the